The Blue Yeti. Notorious microphone. Everybody's using this thing. It's a great mic. Really is. However, a lot of people just have a little bit of trouble using it. So what I'm going to teach you guys today is the basics of a Blue Yeti mic. There's some very basic things that people that have been recording for years might not know. At least that's how it was for me. I used a mic, a Blue Yeti, for years. This is my third one. And there's things that it could do that I had no idea. Very simple things. And that has to do with on the backside of this guy. All right, so everyone that owns one of these guys knows what I'm talking about. We have this stuff over here. Okay, so what do these symbols mean? It says pattern right there. Well, what that means is the direction that the mic is picking up audio. So I have it set on the third shape. It looks like a Lego head, or like a hair that you'd put on a Lego head, or it's kind of like a half moon weird shape, right? Like a comfort pillow on a plane. There's a circle, there's two small circles, and then there's two small circles like overlapping that are a little bit bigger. Now, in most cases, you're gonna want it on the setting that I have here. And all these do is control the direction that it's picking up the volume, like I said, right? So, oops, I just bumped the tripod. So this setting right here, let me see if I can just kind of swing this closer. This pattern makes the pickups in the microphone, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but the devices that are inside the microphone that pick up sound, it's telling, this setting tells it to pick up only from the side of the mute button, okay? So it's not gonna pick up sound this way, it's not gonna pick up sound that way, or that way. It's only gonna pick up sound towards you, or me. And that is really good to know. If I had this backwards and I thought that, okay, it's picking up sound from this side, well, the sound quality is just not going to be the same because it's not facing the source, which is me. So we want to have it this way. Now, also, I'm using my phone to film this on a tripod. So the audio quality you're hearing from me is coming from my iPhone. In a moment, I'll flip to a screen and I'll actually go to the quality that I have set up for this thing, and you can hear the way I have it set up. So the other thing that you want to know is, other than having the pickups point in the right direction, so you need it pointed towards you, is you need to have your gain basically all the way down. That's just it. Like, I think many people don't even know why this is even here, including myself. So I just, the best quality is just turn it all the way down, and then it makes it nice and clear and it's not so sensitive. So you can turn it, basically change this word from gain to sensitivity for those who are like me and not super informed about mics and just know the basics, right? So this is the sensitivity. We want the sensitivity all the way down so we're not picking up every little freaking thing, okay? Now, with that said, we have the sensitivity all the way down. We point it in the right direction. There's some other things that you might want to do to increase quality. Those things include your environment. So like I have my AC is off. It's a pretty warm day. It's 52 degrees outside. It's probably 70 something in my office right now. And the heat's not on, but if the heat was on, you would hear it. Even at the lowest, if it's pretty quiet, but this thing will still pick it up even with this. So your environment is really important. The sound of your room. Some people put sound things up on their walls, and I think that works, but I just don't know. I've always just told everyone, like I have a sign outside my office right now that says recording, please don't come up here. If people that work for me, they want to come up here, they have questions, well, I'm recording right now. So I put a sign up because I want my recording to be clear. So it's things like that. It's not just the mic itself, but it's your environment, it's your habits that also control the quality of a good recording. Also your settings on your computer. So that's the thing we'll go to next, right after this, okay? Okay, here we are. So now you can hear me on my Yeti. So here's what I sound like right on the thing. And you usually don't want to talk right into it. You want to talk more like above it or right next to it. Talking right into it just causes crackly, poppy sounds. And you can use a pop filter for stuff like that, but the mic is good enough to where all you really need to do is just kind of, like, I'm just going to put it below me, just like that. And there we go. There's a car going down the street. I'm sure you could pick that up. There, I have a clock on the wall that's ticking. I'm not sure if it's picking that up or not. I'm sure if somebody pulled the audio from this video and listened really closely, you could hear it. But with the settings all the way down, the gain all the way down, this is what it sounds like with it not right on my face. And also we have some things that we could do on the computer. So I'm going to go to recording devices. And here is, where's the Yeti? There it is. So let's go to properties. And what you want to do in here, here's my levels. It really depends on what you're doing and how you want to match the audio with other things. So these settings are usually based off of what you're doing and what all the other audio settings combined do. So you have to come up with a total big picture, like, because you might, like right now I have an audio setting on my mic. I have audio settings here with this microphone properties. I also have the volume mixer, which pulls different things for different whatever. And then I have OBS over here where I can control audio there. So one of the things, it's kind of hard to give a good answer on this. You just have to balance everything well. The key word is balance. Make sure that all of your audio sources and levels are all very well balanced. If you've ever plugged your MP3 player or phone into an auxiliary port to something and then turn the volume up all the way up on the device that has the speakers, but have the volume all the way down on your device, and then what you do is you flip-flop it, turn the volume all the way up on your device and then the volume all the way down on the what's providing the output for the sound, the speakers. And you'll notice that there's a huge difference between the two. So you have to find a healthy balance between both volume levels or else it'll sound like shit. So that's kind of the trick here. I mean, really it's all, like I said, it's all about your environment. I'm recording, it's almost 1 p.m. It's a really bad time for me to record this video if I'm shooting for awesome sound quality. Because there's cars outside, there's people out and about, there's people here working. I'm at work, so there's people downstairs working. I had to put a sign up to get them not to come up here, or yell my name or something like that. So there's different things, and so you set up your environment that's one of the key things is your environment. If you're in a loud area, I used to live on a road with 4 lanes plus a 5th turn lane in the middle, and it was also an emergency route. So the only time I could record, and I was running a radio station at the time, a full-on radio station. The only time I could record and do my shows was at like 2 o'clock in the morning when we didn't have cop cars and shit going down the road. So it's not just your settings on your mic. There's other things to think about to get the best audio you can. There's no mic in the world that I'm aware of that's going to take a crappy environment and just magically fix it. So keep that in mind. This is a great tool, but even with a great tool, you can do a terrible job with a bad environment. So that's the key to this video that I want everyone to take away. If anybody has any comments on this or anything they'd like to add to help anybody out in the comments, leave them down in the comments. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to try and answer them. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel because subscribers are awesome and it really helps me out and makes me feel good about what I'm doing. So I'll keep doing it more. And that's it. I'm going to try and make more recording videos. I want to touch more on things that you can do with mics in the future. I want to touch on lighting, cameras. You can make some really good videos with just an iPhone. Here's my iPhone on a tripod right here. You know, that's it. It's pretty. I mean, you spend all this money on these phones, and they have good cameras on them. Good enough for YouTube. We're not making movies, although I think people have made movies with their damn phones. But you know, so if you're just making YouTube videos or whatever, you can even stream. I have figured out a stream to stream my 3DS using my phone, taking the camera feed and all this crazy stuff. So that's all you need, you know. So I'm going to cover all kinds of stuff in the future. Anyways, hope this video was helpful, and see you guys next time.